a dark chapter, Hitler's ascent to power. The 1930s were a time of great turmoil in Germany. The country was still reeling from its defeat in World War I. The Treaty of Versailles, which ended the war, had imposed harsh penalties on Germany. These penalties included massive reparations payments and the loss of significant territory. The German people were humiliated and angry. They were looking for someone to blame, and they were looking for someone to lead them out of their despair. Into this void stepped Adolf Hitler, a charismatic and ruthless demagogue. Hitler offered the German people simple solutions to complex problems. He blamed the Jews for Germany's economic woes. He promised to restore Germany to its former glory, and he appealed to their sense of national pride. Hitler and his Nazi party quickly gained popularity. They used violence and intimidation to silence their opponents. They also used sophisticated propaganda techniques to spread their message and control the narrative. In 1933, Hitler was appointed Chancellor of Germany. Within a year, he had consolidated his power and established a totalitarian dictatorship. The weight of despair, economic hardship, and social unrest. The economic situation in Germany in the 1920s and early 1930s was dire. The country was struggling to cope with the reparations payments imposed on it after World War I. Hyperinflation had wiped out the savings of millions of Germans. Unemployment was rampant. People were desperate for change, for hope, for someone to lead them out of the darkness. This economic hardship had a profound impact on German society. It created a sense of widespread anxiety and insecurity. It also led to a loss of faith in traditional political parties and institutions. People were more receptive to radical ideas and solutions, making them vulnerable to Hitler's promises of a better future. The social fabric of Germany was also fraying. The war had left deep scars on the national psyche. There was a sense of disillusionment and a loss of purpose. Hitler offered a seductive vision of a strong, united Germany, a vision that resonated with many Germans who were longing for a return to greatness. The power of deception, propaganda's grip on a nation. Propaganda played a crucial role in Hitler's rise to power. The Nazis were masters of manipulating language and imagery to shape public opinion. They used every available medium, radio, film, newspapers, posters, to spread their message and demonize their enemies. One of the Nazis' most effective propaganda techniques was the use of the big lie. This involved repeating a lie so often and so brazenly that people would eventually come to believe it. The Nazis used the big lie to great effect in their attacks on Jews, whom they blamed for all of Germany's problems. The Nazis also made effective use of symbols and rituals to create a sense of unity and purpose. The swastika became a potent symbol of Nazi ideology. Mass rallies, complete with torchlight parades and rousing speeches, were used to whip up nationalist fervor. Through these methods, the Nazis were able to create a powerful cult of personality around Hitler. Section 4. Totalitarianism's Shadow Insights from Hannah Arendt. Hannah Arendt, a German Jewish political philosopher, fled Nazi Germany and dedicated her life to understanding the phenomenon of totalitarianism. In her seminal work, Arendt argued that totalitarian regimes are not simply dictatorships. They are a new form of government that seeks to control every aspect of its citizens' lives, their thoughts, beliefs, and even their emotions. Arendt identified several key features of totalitarian regimes, including the use of terror, propaganda, and ideology to control the population. She argued that totalitarian regimes thrive on creating an atmosphere of fear and suspicion in which people are afraid to speak out against the government. Arendt's work provides valuable insights into the nature of Nazi Germany and the dangers of totalitarian regimes. Her analysis of the rise of totalitarianism remains relevant today, serving as a warning against the dangers of unchecked power and the importance of safeguarding democratic values. Section 5. Echoes of the Past. A reminder for the present. The rise of Adolf Hitler and the horrors of Nazi Germany stand as a stark reminder of the fragility of democracy and the dangers of unchecked hatred and prejudice. The economic and social conditions that allowed Hitler to come to power, the insidious power of propaganda, and the terrifying consequences of totalitarian rule. These are all lessons that we must never forget. As we navigate the complexities of the 21st century, we must be vigilant in defending democratic values, promoting tolerance and understanding, and challenging all forms of extremism. The echoes of the past serve as a constant reminder that the fight for freedom and justice is never truly over. We must learn from history, not repeat it.